Good morning, everyone. I'm live studio this morning here in Seattle. I'm just here. This is kind of like just experimental painting. I'll show you what I'm doing. I think I'm going to use this fan brush. It's like an oil fan brush, but I'm doing acrylic paint. So I'm going to use phthalo green and just kind of design some kind of abstract up here, I guess. Just to have some fun, and then once the design's all done, I'm going to start adding color to it slowly. It's something that I came up with in my mind earlier that might work for a good abstract. So I'm just going to use phthalo green for a color to get designs up there. I'm not going to think about what to put up here. Uh, I'm just going to let the brush work and maybe put different tones in there. Create some kind of abstract here. What's cool about this brush, it's got pretty good bristles, so you could move the paint around pretty good. I'm using flow additive on my brush here. Hopefully we can create some kind of abstract. Hopefully everybody had a good Christmas. I do have some black down here as well in case I need it. I wish I had a larger canvas. This is the largest piece I've got here, so abstracts are they're kind of hard. I've been trying to do abstract painting for some time now, and uh, I just can't seem to get it. So once this is done drying, I'm going to add color to all this and see what it looks like when it's done. So I'm off. I'm off for the next couple days. So tomorrow I'll be sure to go get some more canvas. Let's try something else. Let me something else here. Do 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 do. Maybe a fake there, I don't know. Well, I don't have anything so far. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with this. Not sure. Looks kind of looks like the colors patina green, you know, like with the color of the Statue of Liberty. All right. That seemed to work, so I'm going to go to phase 2 and we're going to do a landscape, I guess. Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba-ba. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da. I didn't paint yesterday. I had a lot going on yesterday. I had to do. We had to play. Me and Lisa played a gig at like a retirement center for some people. It was pretty fun. They enjoyed it. All right. So what I'm doing now is just I'm making some kind of landscape. This is phthalo green. This will be like the undertone now. To come up with a different idea for abstract, it's I want to do abstract. It's just I haven't figured out my own technique on it yet. We'll put some kind of tree up here coming in. On both sides. I'm going to have some, we'll have some mountains back here. Some kind of mountains. I think I'm going to have a river coming through here somewhere. Or a trail. We'll put a trail in at the very end. All this will be sky here. All right, let's get started. I'll show you the colors I'm going to pick. We'll use this light blue for the sky. I'm using paint here. This is Liquitex. It's a better series than the Winsor Newton I've been using. Better for landscapes. I put a little more, some phthalo blue in case I got to do some mixing. I'm going to do a lot of different mixing to try and get my own colors. Here's some light blue violet down there with the blue. And get some, I got enough there. Get some burnt umber. And wow, I got plenty of white now. Try some Payne's Gray. I'll use Payne's Gray for the mountain. With a little blue in it. Here's some burnt umber, Liquitex burnt umber. And we'll use some sap green, maybe for some darker trees. And it's probably one of the better yellows out there, Liquitex Cad-Free Yellow. It's expensive. To get a tube of this, it's like 30 bucks for the next size up. All right, let's get started. I'm going to do the mountain first here. Oh, I'll kind of show you how I do it. I'm going to mix some of this gray. We'll put a little blue in it. This is phthalo blue. And a little bit of white to lighten it up a bit. And we're going to put this mountain in. Hopefully it's like a grayish blue is what I want. We'll put a little titanium white underneath it. I'm going to use this light blue for the sky. We'll add a little bit of white to it. Might have to darken it up. Cover all that green I put up there, yeah. So we'll have to use, we'll put a little bit of the phthalo blue in there. And we're going to have the sky a little darker to cover all that green I put up there. That's all right. I'll just add some cool clouds. Good. Shape of that tree there. Change it a bit. There we go. Wow, that's really nice. I still have some of my color here, so I'm going to reshape my mountaintops here. Okay. This was the whole idea I was going to do with the abstract. I was going to put this green down and then come in here and paint all the little different sections colors, but it just didn't look right to me, so I decided to do a landscape because I kind of know how this is going to turn out already. So this section here, these are going to be trees here kind of going off into the distance here. So I'm going to make those like a green. Probably with that thing. And just kind of lighten it up a bit. Let me see if it works. Yeah, it'll work. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-da-ba-ba. It's looking good. It almost looks like, kind of looks like paint by numbers so far. Hey everyone. Is that, I can't pronounce your name, Giorne and Karumi? Karumi-chan. Just having fun this morning with the simple painting here. I'm working from the sky down. This just down here is going to give me some idea for the terrain down here. You know, we got all this different stuff down here to work with, you know. So let's try a little burnt umber on these trees. We'll try like a burnt umber up here. And I'm going to probably make these trees like orange. We'll darken them up with burnt umber and black for the shadows, and then I'll put some orange on top for the highlights. Right over the green. Doesn't that look cool? Same thing the other side. Burnt umber mixed with a little black in it. Kind of painting it so it kind of looks like a paint by number. So I just put small brush strokes in there. These I'm going to make, these are going to be trees here, looks like, with some grass underneath. These, I think I'm going to make these trees come through here. And that'll be like the top of a hill maybe. Let's try that. I'm going to get a different color for those trees back there. Maybe a light bluish gray. Because I don't want the green back here just yet. So we're going to make some trees like coming down like this. A little darker. I was thinking a little darker. Kind of want, I don't like that there. So I'm going to extend my mountain down to here. There we go. Much better. Do 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 do. Ba da ba ba. Ba da ba. Kind of digging that so far. So these are going to be trees here. I'm going to make them, I think I'm going to use sap green with a little yellow. Let's give it a try. Oh yeah. I kind of like that color. That's sap green, yellow in it. It's a really nice color. I'm going to darken it up just a bit. And I put a little blue in for these ones that are going to be kind of far away here. Yeah, I really like that color. As I move forward, I'll change the color of the green as I keep moving forward. We'll get darker and darker. I'm going to keep the color of the grass neutral for now, like a bluish green. Until I get to the end, then I'll change all the color of the grass. Wow, that's looking really good. So here's what we got so far. We get rid of some of the bottom down there. You get an idea of what it's starting to look pretty good. Believe it or not, all this stuff down here gives me ideas down there. All this crazy stuff going on here. Using small brush strokes here. The small little brush. That gives me an idea for these. I'm going to take this color and lighten it up and re-hit these trees with a lighter green, okay? Because we want these to be a little lighter than these up front here. Since these trees are far away, kind of like that. That looks a little better. Yeah, lighter. And then we'll get darker and forward. We can leave some of this dark in here for shadows. Like this. We'll leave some of this dark in here. Very good. Pretty cool shape that's taking shape here from a big mess I had. I'm going to try and little highlights on my trees right now. These bigger trees here. I think I'm going to test it out first. I guess I want this to be a big branch right in front here. Something like that. I'll probably work it with some orange here when I'm done. I want to brighten it up just a bit. Right now I'm just kind of picking the highlight color. I mean where the light and the shadows are going to be. That looks like a cool tree. Looks like a teddy bear, kind of. This side will be a little different. The light's coming in over here. So we're going to just highlight the right side of this tree. Kind of like that. There. Do 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 do. I'm trying to find a river in here. I think I see a river coming out here, coming through here, maybe out the side here. I like it more from back here. A little too steep here. I guess I'll bring it right out the side here. Just a small river. There we go. Very nice. Very nice. This is looking pretty good. Let's take some dark sap green. Just some darker green here, and we'll hit the some of the right sides of these trees here. Some shadows in here. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. All right, I'll work on those later. So there I'm going to make this like a shelf in here. I kind of see a shelf there. This is brown with some yellow. I'm going to put a like a ledge in here. And this will be, we'll make some grass down there. Up, some bushes here on the edge of the river. Yeah, we'll put some ba-da-ba, ba-da-ba-da-ba. I have to redo those bushes. Thanks for all the likes, everyone. Thanks for watching. All right, let's put some bushes here, and I'll figure out the grass here. I'm going to put a big tree right here. I think I'll use some burnt umber. Burnt umber and black. We'll put a tree like right in here. Some kind of tree there. I think I'm going to make this like an evergreen tree here. Nice evergreen tree. We'll just make these bushes here the way I was going to. These are going to be just here. We'll just darken it in so I can get all the grass done. Then I'll highlight these. Try some yellow. I like that. I like that a lot. Okay. Do 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 do. I'm gonna try blue here and see what it looks like for the water. I think that'll be good. Like a light blue. Perfect. Perfecto. Look at those mountains look. That is amazing. It's amazing how cool these mountains look. Don't those mountains look awesome? I think I need to put a little more snow up here. Soaked in the white because the gray was still kind of wet underneath. We'll just hit it with a little more brightness up here. Maybe make it break a little. You want it to break, just rub your brush across very lightly and you'll get it to break. So it looks like like it's way, you know. I kind of made this landscape as kind of long. You know, if you're a beginner, I would maybe just do like not so wide. Like, you don't have to do such a wide landscape. You could just do this part right here, okay, to start off with. You just make everything a little bigger. Like, watch how square it off where I think. Like, be good for if you're just starting out. Make your mountain a little bigger. If this was the can, you know, here, just add some, maybe a bigger tree right here or something in the foreground. These the landscape I'm doing right now, there's a lot in there, so it takes a while to paint it because there's a lot of stuff. We got these here, we got these trees here, we got a river, now I got a tree here, we got a lot to think about. I still got to do the valley in here, clouds. I got to fix these trees still. There's a lot to do. So what I'm going to do, I think I'm going to maybe run just some grass all in here. I'm going to use green with a little phthalo blue in it and a little white. Instead of yellow for this grass down here. Very nice. Lots of different tones in here. I like it. I really like that. Knowing me, knowing you. Little highlight on the river, a little light. It doesn't have to be detailed. This isn't a detail painting. I'm going to kind of fix my bushes up a little here. The tops, make them a little bigger. Well, I think I got pretty much everything I want in there. I'll put a few bushes out here, maybe a tree over here, but that's about it. So now we got this. We got to get all the groundwork done, and maybe put some. We'll put highlights on these trees. Let's put maybe a tree on this side of the river here, maybe. Let's see what it looks like. I think that looks cool. Put one more there. Kind of behind it. All right, I'm really digging this. That looks more like a, those are cool evergreen trees. These ones here, these are fun. These are more like Bob Ross trees. This one's more like Van Gogh. I'm gonna put some kind of small. It's like a small bush growing here. There we go. So our light's coming from the right, so I'm going to lighten up some of this down here. It's hitting down here. Put a little sunlight to brighten up the picture. And we'll put a little bit of light some hills out there. Ba-da-ba-ba. Ba-da-ba-ba. Ba-da-ba. Do 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 do. Thanks for all the likes, everyone. I really appreciate that. This one's taken me a long time for some reason. It's just a 14 by 4 canvas. There's a lot of cool stuff in there. I think I'm gonna change that green hill back there mountain. You see it? Way back there. If I make that a distant mountain, I'll just make it gray. It should look pretty good. You guys, I'll be right back. I gotta run to the refrigerator to get a drink. All right, I'm back. Thanks for. I guess I can add some clouds now. Maybe some of you are waiting for clouds. So, I'll start with some small ones like I made there already. Gotta be careful. There's a little green on my brush, so it's making the clouds kind of a greenish color. Let's make it come up from the top of this mountain like this. Yeah, I like that. Clouds are fun, but man, they could, you know, you could spend time in the sky here doing these clouds. Especially I'm using a small round brush here. Let's shadow in this one. Watch. Uh, whoops. Trying to get a tone here. There we go. I put some shadows in there. Gives it more of a appearance of like 3D. Gives it more shape. You could put that gray anywhere you want in the cloud. Just make sure you put a little bit of gray in your cloud. Just don't leave it white. Put another tone with it if you want clouds to look cool. Don't be afraid to put the gray in there. For the longest time, you know, I used to just make white clouds and then I'd add in the shadows in underneath, and it just makes them look better. Okay. Giving you some tips. Some tips as I go here. I don't know what to do with this one here. I want to redo that tree. I want to, because I put the light like too far outside here. Maybe I can just fix it like this. We'll see. Do 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 do. Ba da ba 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 da ba. I think I want to make these. I'm gonna make these pink, pink or red. Like Canadian maple tree. They're really red. So I'll make both of these like a reddish color. Let me find my red here. Hold on. Elson is what I want here. I got. I'll try the red. Unless I have. Oh, here we go. Alzarian Crimson Liquitex. Here we go. I think after this I'm going to eat lunch and then I'm going to do a portrait of somebody. So I kind of see, look at this tree, how I darkened it in. When you highlight, you can kind of see, I'm going to point it out here where I think you could see right here because the light's coming from the right, because the snow's lit up on the right side of this mountain. So I would maybe highlight right here, you see that? And pick out your, there's a lot of clumps in here, maybe up here, highlight there. Sometimes when you look at it, you can kind of get an idea where to put lights, okay? So I'm going to highlight all this here, this here. Let's start with those two, and then the rest of the tree should fall into place after that, okay? Because it's tricky. It's kind of a highlight. You want to get it in the right spot. So I'm going to mix some red and Alzarian Crimson. First I'm going to put a little black in it, just a little, because this crimson is very translucent, so it needs another color mixed with it. And now I'm going to add a little white to it. And I don't know what brush to use. I'm going to use a fan brush, I guess. Try a fan brush. Maybe not. A smaller, I'll try a smaller brush. We'll try a small filbert brush. Well, it's kind of small. It's a number 8. I'm just going to do it very lightly first, just to see if this is where I want it. You see how I did that? Where the light is coming from the right now, okay? I'm over here and hitting this side of these leaves. Now, same thing with this one up here. We'll just lighten up a little bit at a time so we get it right, okay? Yeah, now I see a cup underneath here starting to take shape here. You see it? Right in here. As you do the top part first and come down, the other sections will kind of fall into place, okay? You want to leave this side on the over here dark though, because the light's not going to hit over, okay? Doesn't that look cool? We'll leave this dark right here, this section in here, so it looks like it's further back, and we'll just highlight this right here, this little clump in front here. See that? And it pushes this like around the back of the tree, okay? It's looking pretty good. I'm going to make this one a little bigger up here. There we go. Wow, I really like that. That really looks awesome. So I think I'm just going to hit a little bit down in here. A little bit of sun hitting right in here. And there we go. That tree's done. Doesn't that look cool? One on one today. I'll probably make a bunch of 2-minute videos out of this to put on for shorts, because that's a good technique there for a tree. Really easy to do too. It's not done yet though, because guess what? You could put a lighter color on top of this now, and it's going to make it look fatter. Okay, let's do that. We'll get a smaller brush though now, and what we're going to do is the same color, add a little white to it. A little bit of white, not a lot, just enough to lighten it a little bit more. You don't want it like totally white, just a little. Okay, let's start with this one up here. Maybe we'll do it in the center here. Let's see what happens. Just a little like light spot right in there. Maybe we'll do touches of white in here, so it looks like the leaves are getting hit by light. It's up to you how you want your tree to look. I kind of like it the way it was, but you can put these highlights in there. we'll let it soak in. It'll look fine. All right, cool. Smita, thank you. Let me move on to the other tree now. I'm going to take this light color that I just put up with a dry brush and actually blend it into the color underneath, because I don't want the color to be so different, you know. I made it a little too white, but it'll look better. That way you get a different tone. Get 3 different tones on your tree. There we go. Much better. Wow. All right, guys. I think I'm going to have to end this one. And it's already been over almost 2 hours. I'll do a part 2 on this. I'll finish this one maybe late night. But yeah, it's been an hour and a half. There's 2 of you watching, so I'll do this other tree here. So this was burnt umber and black, so it's already dry, so I'm going to re-wet it. We'll get burnt umber, mix a little black in it. And we're just going to go over this again, wet it so I can blend into it. Just get it a little wet with paint. Now we're going to use the same color over here that I red with a little black and white in it. Maybe we'll make this one just a touch brighter, so I'll use less black and maybe a little white. Alright, let's see if I can see any. I don't see any. I'm not getting any help in there, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to take a clean brush here and I kind of see some highlights in there now. Okay, good. So I kind of see the light's going to be hitting right in here. We'll just do a few areas. Look at it. I think it's going to be hitting. I'm going to top part dark. We'll lighten up this top area. Alright, something like that. The light's hitting right on top of that tree. Could get a little better. Good. Wonder what color I want to make these bushes. Oh, I'm thinking like a bright green, maybe. Let's try, I guess, let's try a little orange, see what happens. I don't want to ruin, but I'm going to mix alizarin crimson and yellow. And a little white. I don't know. Might be too light. Let's do this tree with this color. See what. There's a little bush. Might be too bright for bushes. Yeah. We'll add a little red to it. Okay. I kind of like this. That looks like kind of like purple to me. Let's go ahead and put a little white in there. Now let's make some like purple grass or some kind of grass here. All right, kind of like that. I'm just going to make those green. Try this phthalo green. See what happens here. Oh, a bright green. And I'm going to darken it up a bit and put a few highlights on this tree here. Very cool. Trying to get it done so I don't have to do a part 2. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-da-ba-ba. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-da-ba. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. I didn't mean to hurt you. I didn't mean to make you cry. Alright guys, I'm kind of liking this. Put some different tones in the bushes so it's not all the same color green. You can also darken the green that's closer to the bottom here. Like it's more in the shadow. Just a subtle look. Let me do a few more clouds and so I can say it's done. And I'll put a few lines in the grass here to show you what you can do. Uh, Man, I could really have fun with the sky if I wanted to. Uh, I'm just going to keep it simple. Hey, Elizabeth, thank you so much. I appreciate that. I know I haven't been talking much on this one because I'm still a little tired. It's been a long week for me. I bet it's been a long week for everybody with the holidays. These clouds should be bigger up here, you know, so they look closer to us, but I'm not going to do that right now. It was pretty good. I had a good Christmas off, and I had to work the next day. And then me and Lisa played. We had a yesterday at one. We play at these retired. We had got to play at one yesterday. It was pretty fun. Seen us play yet? We're called Rick and Lisa. We're on YouTube. There's our banner. Well, one of our signs. We played at the Magnolia Village pub. We had like six this month. We got them all done. So we were busy. It's like we play more than I work now, pretty much. I love music. I've been playing music since I was a kid. You know, that's one thing you never get tired of. You never get tired of music. I'm trying to put in the final details here. And I think I'll be able to say this one's going to be finished. Let's put a shadow. This tree would probably be casting a shadow down here. So we'll just make this dark green here. And let's put a shadow on this tree back here. A lot of times I forget. A lot of times, you know, if the sun is covered, it won't cast a shadow. We could just put like dark around this tree. To make it look like a shadow. I could have used green. I'll use green instead. Like just make the grass a little darker around it. Just the little things like that. There we go. Got to get rid of those hard edges. Very cool. I think I'm gonna eat something and then I'm gonna do a portrait after I eat. I've been practicing my portraits lately. I need a lot of work on my portraits. Alright, there's our shadow under that tree. Oh, I can't forget about the birds, huh? Let me get the bird in there. This is probably one of the longest paintings I've done. It's just because I'm relaxing today. Cool. I really like the way this one came out. It's kind of a lot. There's a lot in there, so that's why it took so long. Like if you're a beginner, I was saying earlier, you might want to do less to start off with. Like maybe just do part of the landscape. You don't have to do everything like I did in there, because there's a lot. Like you could do like maybe that much. Or even you could go in even further, like do your mountain pretty big like that, and maybe paint something like that. You don't have to put everything I put in there. There's a lot of stuff in there. All right, cool. I guess I'm going to eat something. I'll be back in a little bit. I'm going to do some kind of portrait of somebody. Look at that. It's not done. I still got to fix the grass and stuff, but it's almost there. I'd say it's like 90% done. If you're a new subscriber, I want to give you a thanks. Thanks, Elizabeth. Smita. Thanks for all you guys. Georgina. And I'll see you in a little bit. Come back and watch me do a portrait. I think it'll be fun. Thanks for all the likes, too. All right. Ciao, everyone.